right, sis," Will Vandolah said. "What exactly am I looking at here? A pinwheel in outer space?"
"Processing," Sis replied. "No similar configuration in file catalogs."
"Curved blue streaks, but emanating from what?" he mumbled.
"Was that a question, sir?" Sis asked. "You seem frustrated."
"No, it wasn't," he replied. "I was just processing."
A long silence.
"It's 4 a.m.
Will rubbed his eyes and refocused on the artificial sky.
But the throbbing stridulation of chirping insects was too distracting. "Fuck!"
No response from the system operator.
"Okay, sis, this makes no sense." He sighed. "My brain is fried, and I'm sorry I raised my voice. Save down and let's regroup tomorrow evening."
It was sunset in the living hemisphere with a faint orange glow on the horizon and a few stars twinkling into view. Will sat in a fold-out chair on the desert plateau and ran his fingers through his sandy brown hair. He didn't care much for fashion, sporting a modest wardrobe and utility boots. He considered the chance circumstances that got him here on Titan. His life and career were on a launch pad to the stars, as he had always dreamed. He was assigned to the new GAIA 3 station. With its high-tech planetarium and orbiting telescope, he could do research like no other astronomer in history. And it was his mother, of all people, who got him assigned. Margaret had spent most of her adult life in space, leaving young Will behind with relatives. At first, Will watched each of her launches with pride and awe. But as he grew up without her, that pride turned into resentment and troubled him still. But other, more complicated events from his past lay waiting to play out on a stage he had not yet imagined. The humming of pumps sent wave after wave of water on a slow run through streams and ponds. Then it dawned on him. That light sparkling off the water was moonlight, not sunlight. He quickly reached for a remote audio device and laser pointer.
"Okay, sis, the daytime simulation has run its course. It's time to overlay this western sky with some local stars," he said. "Please end standard star simulation and play back local sequence of the northern celestial hemisphere saved since the previous session."
"Processing," Sis said. Will set the Shoemaker Observatory that orbited Titan on a wide-angle search of the visible spectrum for routine skywatching. His interests were short-range searches in the visible spectrum. He wrote a filtering routine to screen out superfluous information and for playback in a 12-hour cycle. Despite the technology, the way to track new incoming objects was to sit and watch, the same system used for centuries. The more familiar one was with a given area of the sky, the fewer distractions from the known starfield. Whether a detective on a case, a doctor studying an X-ray, or a traveler reading a road map, the mind filtered out the non-essentials until it found what it wanted. "Complete," Sis said. The sky suddenly came to life with pre-sequenced subroutines flashing one after another, numerical coordinate systems, graphical latitude, longitude line work, reverse image infrared, and finally, the view of the northern celestial hemisphere over Titan. The only unnatural piece was a data display box on the horizon with the time of day, time-lapsed for the current display, tracked objects, and standard enhancement options.
"Titan skies are totally different, but I'll find it," Will muttered, his blue eyes studying the stars. "Oh, there it is."
He aimed his laser pointer at the North Star and picked the Enhanced Playback option from the display box. A smaller box then appeared with more options: playback speed, reverse imaging, numerical coordinates, and graphical coordinates.
48-1, all previous and 15 degrees longitude, 15 degrees latitude, he said.
The illustrated longitude and latitude lines appeared, and the sky moved at a highly accelerated rate, 48 times faster than usual. At that speed, the Milky Way crossed the night sky in 15 minutes.